Well, we are very honored that government officials, law enforcement officials, just recently added more weights on my rope. It's getting heavier. This is the third batch. It's full, right? This is the third one, so I'm probably have to take some off for me to walk. So today is 101 days that we have walked from Fort Worth, Texas to here. It's a long journey, isn't it? Who's in here already walked for that long? Yeah? Well, from 20 to 25, some days we walk about 30 to 32 miles a day. And these days are, I think, the most difficult, which is the snows and icy. Those are the most difficult time for us because we are, most of our federal monks and the volunteers are getting sick. So it's slow us down a little, but we're still not giving up. We still carry on this mission and still going to walk to Washington, D.C. And the crowd just getting larger and larger every day. Yesterday at the Capitol was overwhelmed. So many people there yesterday. And then when we walk on the morning location to here, there was so many people along the road. And today was Wednesday. Tuesday. People don't have to go to work. Why we here for? Peace. Peace. It means that we looking for it and we deeply need it, is it?
Yeah.
And this is something that has been with me in my thoughts for 3 years. Right. Especially during the pandemic. And those years where I served in Fort Worth, Texas. And then after that, I was also traveling around the world, even in Uganda, Africa, to do disaster relief. And so I have seen so much suffering around me. Not talking about the physical, not talking about material. We are talking about mental health issues. Because the mental health is something that created everything else. Right? Like I said earlier, we have so many food there. So much food there. And of course, we don't eat that much. But, and all those food, enough, is it enough for everybody here?
Yes.
Yes? So, when we have enough of food on the table, if we see those are enough for us, we'll be happy with it. And all those food, but if we still cannot, if we expect more and we want more on top of those, then we'll be suffering. Just like one of the talk I mentioned, the ladies, she was so poor. Or to the point that she cannot afford to buy a shirt for herself. Shoes, sandals, shirt, clothing, everybody have to give it to her. She go back for it. And then when she saw me, and she just cried the whole time and asked, am I going to be poor like this for the rest of my life? I said, no, you don't have to. It doesn't mean that you're poor now. It doesn't mean that you'll be poor for the rest of your life. There are so many people, they've been being poor for many years, but they change their life within a second to be rich. And yet, of course, there are so many rich people who lost everything and become poor within 1 second as well. The difference is the acceptance. If you only have that much of food and you only have that much of money or that much of sticky rice in your hands, if you accept it, if you're happy with it, you are the richest person in this world. If you have a bunch of gold in your hand and you still don't see those as enough for you and you still want more, it means that you have to go out there and then work every day and every night and try your best and try to think of every other way to reach that goal, and you don't even have time for you to breathe, then you are the poorest person in this world. Right? So it all depends on your mindset. But when you are happy with what you have right now, if you are happy with what you have right now, it means that you are leading all those wholesome deeds in the past that you have cultivated to come to you. If you are not happy right now and your minds are full of defilements, always sad, stress, and all kind of thoughts keep wandering around and around, you don't even have a silent moment from your mind, then that is when you build a bridge for all the unwholesome deeds that you have created in the past to come to you. So it depends on our mind. If our mind is pure, all the good things will come. If our mind is impure, then all the bad things will keep coming. Not just one, but one after another. It's like the whole family, the whole world of bad things will just come one after another, and that is when you're overwhelmed with sufferings. And you decided finally you decided to end your life because you cannot bear those feelings. So it's all about acceptance, expectation. If you expect more for your life, means you have to work a lot more. It doesn't mean that we don't need to work. We don't expect we to have more, right? We can have more. We work more, we can have more. But when is enough? Knowing when is enough is very important. Imagine if now that we try to work hard and try to be so rich, but on the table, what do you eat? This is same food. It's the same food, right? Okay, it's different. Steak versus tofu. It's different high protein versus low protein, maybe. Right? Even if you sit in the fancy restaurant, the food versus out there is a little bit different because seasoning and the way they cook, but the brand name is different. But at the end, guess what? Anything that comes through this mouth, through this throat, go to here, it comes out the same. It digested, it comes out the same. We cannot isolate it, okay, this is high protein, this is low protein, right? You cannot do that. It will always come out the same, and of course it has the same smell. And why do we need to have this and have that so much? Just because we want to show that we are high class, maybe? Middle class and low class? To be honest with you, the way we treat each other, that tells anybody who we are. Is that true? It doesn't matter what award, certificate, on that wall that we hang it out at our home or our office. It doesn't matter. I was an engineer too. But if we treat the people really bad way, in a not a nice way, then we are not better than anybody. So in this life, as a human beings, we are the same. It doesn't matter what background we have, faith or belief, skin color or languages we speak. Is that right? It doesn't matter because we have the same blood color, which is red, and the same taste of tears, which is salty. We have nothing else. And then when we die, we go to one place. Either the cremation or you bury yourself is still going back to earth, fire, wind, and water. These four elements created us. And then when we die, we go back to those four elements. That's the end of the one life. Nothing else. All those money, everything that we have in life, we cannot bring it with us. Even the button on the shirt that we are wearing every day, we cannot carry with us. But there's something that you will carry with you to every life, which is all those things that you have cultivated, committed, or have done it in this life.